Welcome to the last live stream of 2019. Can you believe that it is the end of 2019? We are like, 2 days away from New Year's Eve. Very excited. I'm very excited to see what 2020 brings and what it has in store. You'll have to bear with me for today. I am currently in the process of using a new streaming software. I hope it's coming through well. I hope it's coming through clearly. And I hope that you guys can see, hear me. And I'm also planning on sharing my screen with you today instead of showing you everything on my phone. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes really well and that it works. And first of all, we have Felicity here. Welcome, Felicity. Thank you for joining me today. Fingers crossed that everything goes well with the new software. So yeah, let's see if it works. Let's test it and see. I think I press this one. And we want to share. Okay, so on the screen right now, you should have Instagram. Woohoo. Let me see if I can. Okay. I'm just minimizing this so I can see your comments as well. Okay. Melissa is here. She's stopped watching my beauty news tag video to come here. Thank you, Melissa. Welcome. I'm glad to see that it's all working and it sounds good. So you guys should see my Instagram feed right here, right now. I think that this would work a lot better when I have two screens. Hopefully in the new year, I can invest in getting an extra screen and that way it won't be so like squishy on my little like 13-inch laptop. So first of all, as per usual, we are going to the Beauty News Official for all the Beauty News Facebook Beauty News news in the community. And oh my God, this is working so much better. This is so much clearer than my phone. Can't believe I didn't do this way earlier. And I think last week we got up to here. So this was the Pat McGrath Lunar New Year release. So let's talk about this one. Oh, this is so good. Oh my gosh. So this is the new ColourPop It's All Good palette. This is another 30 pan eyeshadow palette that ColourPop are coming out with. So ColourPop's like the new Morphe. This has pressed glitters in it. Everyone hates pressed glitters. Everyone keeps commenting about how much they don't like having the pressed glitters in the eyeshadow palettes that ColourPop keep releasing. So I don't know why they keep putting them in there. The shades, though, do look quite nice. I will say that. The shades are that very like romantic pink, reddy tones. Some of them don't swatch very well, like these ones here. But there are some pretty looking colors in there. But I am not a fan of pressed glitters. Pressed glitters don't work for me. I just find them really not enjoyable to use and work with. I would much rather use like a pigment or something that's a little bit finer. And I just prefer the way that looks on my eyes, or something like the Stila Magnificent Metals where they're already mixed with the glitters. I would much prefer that as well. So I'm definitely going to pass on this one. And I don't really like the direction that ColourPop's going with these larger 30 pan eyeshadow palettes. They're just so big. They're just way too big. I don't enjoy it. I just wish that they would stop. This is way too big. They're like this big. They take up too much room. No one has a drawer big enough to store them in, so they just end up being an inconvenient eyesore piled on your desk. Yeah, I don't like it. I wish that they would stick with the 9 pan concept, maybe go to 12 pans, but I really like the 9 pan concept a lot better. Felicity says, I think the ColourPop palette are existing shades. Oh, really? So just a 30 pan palette of existing shades. That's ridiculous if it is the case. I hate it when they do that. That's so lazy. The palette is pretty, but it's too big for me and I don't need that many choices in a palette. Yeah, and there's so many double ups. Like all these ones here look quite similar. these ones up here. And if you have a deeper skin tone as well, these ones, most of these ones probably would not show up on your skin tone. These shimmers here look quite similar. And like I've said before, when people are looking at you, they usually don't get right up in your face and they're looking at your eyeshadow. They don't see like these different color variations. It usually all comes off quite similar from a distance on the eye anyway. Yeah, no, Beauty says, yeah, 9 to 12 definitely. Is that referring to the amount of like existing shades or? Oh, I get you. That's the size of the palette that you would prefer. Yeah. And I think you could well and truly maybe like cut these 2 rows off, throw some of these shades out, and you could still get this whole color story in like half the size easily. I don't know why Colourpop are going down this route of bigger palettes. Felicity says, I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of them already, minus the glitters, obviously. Yeah. I think most people would already have these colors in their collection as well. Like, apart from the fact that they might already be existing colors from Colourpop, just from other brands, any old brand has these colors a million times over. This, I'm actually really tempted to get this. This is the Colored Rain Book of Shades Eyeshadow Organizer. Perfect amount of shades per palette, preferably. Yeah. This is the Book of Shades eyeshadow palette. So this is supposed to store 72 eyeshadows, but it has like 3 different layers of shadows. So basically you put your single eyeshadows in each layer and they basically fold up like a book. I actually really kind of like this idea. I have one of the Colored Rain huge palettes. It's the 90 pan eyeshadow palette. I think you guys have seen it in a few videos before, but it is huge. Like, it takes up so much room and I just cannot fit it anywhere. I kind of regret buying it, to be honest. I don't really know why I brought it. Like, I wanted to have all my kind of singles in one place, but it's just awkward and it's so big and bulky that I hardly ever reach for it now because it's just so cumbersome and I have to like clear so much space on my desk to be able to open it up and use it. So I like this idea that it's a bit smaller. How many? 8, 12, 16, 24. So this one might still be quite large. If my maths is correct, this has 32 in each layer. Wait, no, my maths is not correct. Okay. Doesn't it have 3 layers? That says 72. I think it has more than that. Or my maths is really bad. My maths must be really, really bad. Yeah, so I think that this could potentially be a really good idea, especially those that have a lot of single eyeshadows and you can play around with the color stories, like a different color story on each layer. It is going to be $42 US, which isn't too bad. Each layer also has a protective sheet over it. I'll just show you that. Yeah, so it's got one of these protective sheets over it. Okay, my maths is really, really off. I only have 36 singles though. Our Colored Rain pan's the same size as Colourpop. This one's going to be 26 millimeters each. So I think that's usually standard size for most brands is 26 in each. So yeah, I think that's like industry standard. There are a few brands that go bigger and go smaller, but I think 26 millimeter pans is like industry standard. I can't believe I counted that wrong. That's embarrassing. You can tell I'm on holidays, can't you? So I really like this idea actually. And Colour Rain usually have really good sales as well when they do come on sale. This probably won't be on sale for a while, but when it does come on sale, I'm sure it'll be a great deal. Yeah, it is still a little bit big. But I don't think compared to, it's probably maybe about the width a little bit smaller of the Colourpop palettes or like the Morphe palettes, maybe a little bit smaller than that. So yeah, if you can, I don't know, maybe find a bookshelf or at least you can kind of stand it up on its edge. It's got a bit more like girth to it that you can stand it up like an actual book. And it's like a bit of a like coffee table-esque design. I think that could be quite nice, but yeah, it is still a little bit big. I think it's a good way to store your single eyeshadows though. This is the new Tarte Icy Betch palette. Sorry, Spicy Betch. We've already had Icy Betch. That's been and gone. This is Spicy Betch palette. I do kind of like how they've continued on with the theme. I don't know whether, well, in my opinion, it's kind of like Spicy Betch. It's kind of like they are, what's the word, making fun of themselves a little bit, making a joke out of their fail. Like they had Icy Betch and now they're having Spicy Betch. These colors are actually quite nice for Tarte. I will say Tarte generally does not interest me at all. Like, I mean, at all. But this palette looks quite nice. And mind you, these two and these two look quite similar to each other. But like I said, for Tarte, this is pretty good. I will say that. For Tarte, it's pretty good. What do we have? A mixture of 8 mattes and metallic finishes infused with Amazonian clay. $24 US. So $24 US for an 8-pan eyeshadow palette. It's probably on the pricier side for 8 eyeshadows. But, I mean, the color scheme's not the worst. Like I said, when they swatch out, there are a few that look quite similar to each other. Even the reds look quite similar. Is it just me, or do these kind of look photoshopped or really built up? They look like they've been swatched wet and layered over the top of each other. Do you guys see that as well? Like, especially the yellow. And this one here, you can kind of see the ring around it. It kind of looks like it was being swatched wet and then it's dried. That's a bit dodgy. Yeah, I'm going to pass on this palette. And it'll probably go on sale pretty quick knowing Tarte. But I do like the direction that they're going. If they continue to do some like out of the box things for their brand, like this is like a bit away from what their brand normally is. They're known for quite neutral stuff. I think this is pretty cool. I like this direction. Excited to see if they keep going along this line or if they just go back to boring. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of this palette? Whoa. What do you guys think of this palette? Are they the same? Matte yellow. Okay, so those are mattes. Matte tangerine, matte orange. Okay, so there's one metallic in this palette and the rest are mattes. Yeah, so they would have quite a similar look on the eyes, I think. If they keep going, I'll expect a feisty bitch. Yes, that would be so good. That would be a really good name for a palette, actually. Icy, spicy, feisty. What else could they have? Tarte of plenty of sales too. Check back in 2 months. Yeah, exactly. They're definitely. Sorry, I'm being distracted. They definitely have sales all the time, and things. They have pretty good sales. Even at Sephora and stuff, they go on sale pretty quickly. We spoke about that last week. I think there's actually a better photo up here of. No, it must be on Trend Mood. We'll have a look at that when we get to Trend Mood. I wanted to talk about this. This is the new Ole Henriksen Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. So this is, I believe, like a vitamin C cleanser. I'm kind of interested in this. I do like the Truth serum range of products from Ole Henriksen. Like I've always kind of enjoyed the Truth Serum and I'd be interested. This is a gel cream texture. I think there's a photo of it. Yeah, it kind of looks a bit like carrot juice. Why so many pictures of just a bottle? Anyway, so I'd be interested to know the texture. It says that it is made with orange fruit water and PHA, have no idea what that is, removes dirt, oil, and long-wearing eye makeup. Even stubborn mascara. That'd be interesting to put that to the test, whether it actually would remove mascara. $28 US is a bit pricey for a cleanser, in my opinion, for the first step of the routine, my routine, and I'm just going to wash it off down the drain. Like, it's not where I want to be investing my money. So I think that this would probably be, what you reckon, maybe like 40 Australian dollars, 40, 50 Australian dollars. It's pretty expensive for a cleanser that's just going to go down the drain. So maybe I might miss this one. And I'm assuming Ole Henriksen always do one of those truth serum sets around Christmas time. So this will probably be in his set next year. So if you want to try like the whole range, you can just get one of those little sets, and then you've got everything. And you can kind of, I was going to say try before you buy, but you buy those sets anyway. So it's try before you buy the full size. What do we got here? Not for me. It's a little bright for my taste. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I guess we can talk about a mascara, but everyone's mascara preferences are very, thank you, Melissa. So Melissa's just chimed in and said PHA is polyhydroxy acids. Thank you for that assistance. Next is another thing from Tarte. This is the first ever sweat-proof mascara that's clean at Sephora. Okay. So it is 12-hour flake-free, smudge-proof wear. Volumizes, lifts, and conditions your lashes. I'm intrigued by this and how they are making it like waterproof without having, like, it's clean in Sephora, so it's supposed to be a clean product, like less chemicals. I'm intrigued to see how they've done that, but still making it waterproof. Oh, it's natural bristle brush. I really like natural bristle brushes. I don't like plastic ones. It comes in travel and full size. Do we have a price on here? No. I'm very interested by like what ingredients are actually in this to make it waterproof. I love claims like this. 100% said their lashes look fluffier. Increased lash curl by 46%. I love it when they do things like that. It's just so stupid. Do we reckon she's wearing falsies? Yeah, I don't know. It's a vegan volumizing mascara. I don't try mascaras all that often. I hardly ever wear mascara, to be honest. So most mascaras are just a waste of money for me. So I probably won't try that one because I still have a massive stockpile of mascaras that I need to get through first. This is the new Chi Chi. Oh, sorry. Sephora will probably have samples at some stage too. Yeah, probably of the mascara as well. I would imagine the mascara will be as like 100-point perk at some point, or when they first introduce it, it'll probably be as like a gift with purchase with a coupon code as well. I think usually do that. Oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. Let me, hey guys, shh, come here. I am so sorry about the barking. There must be someone here. I don't know who it is. I don't know what they're doing here. I've never tried a mascara that lives up to its claims. They always smudge on me. Yeah, I'm the same. That's one of the main reasons why I don't wear mascara like every day, is because I get quite sensitive eyes, and like when I'm sitting in front of the computer all day wearing my glasses, my eyes get quite sensitive and I tend to rub them quite a lot. So that's why I don't often wear mascara to work. Like I'll wear it around the house and stuff, but I don't generally wear it every single day. Yeah, we're babysitting my mum and dad's dog at the moment, and like my two dogs and their dog combined really hype each other up. And yeah, it's just like a fight to see who's more dominant out of the three of them whenever they're together. who could be the best guard dog. And they're all Pomeranians as well, so none of them are good guard dogs because they're tiny as anything. So back to the task at hand. Chi Chi Cosmetics. Chi Chi seems to be the new color pop of Australia at the moment. They seem to be releasing a lot of stuff at the moment. This is the new OMFG3 palette, and that stands for Oh My Frank and George. I don't know who they are, what they are. I don't know who Frank and George are. Who knows? But this is a 32 pan eyeshadow palette, highly pigmented shades in mattes and shimmers, variety of textures which scream bright color fun. Inspired by our love of rainbows, bright neon colors of graffiti, and pretty pastels of confetti, this palette allows you to make your own rules and create endless looks. Oh my gosh. This is $45. Oh my gosh, that's a bit expensive. Someone right here says, is Chi Chi the new color pop? What did I say? This is quite appropriate for the season that we're in. For those of you that don't know, I live in Australia and we are in the middle of summer at the moment. So rainbow bright colors is really appropriate for summer. The graffiti thing, it's pretty cool, quite Melbourne laneway-esque. The design's cool. $45 is ridiculous though. I feel like Chi Chi kind of need a bit of a reality check, in my opinion, with their prices. They are a little bit too expensive for my liking. Considering I think Chi Chi are only stocked in Target now. And to me, a makeup brand being $45 and being stocked in Target is a little bit ridiculous. Plus the fact that every other brand has already brought out a rainbow palette. So Chi Chi is a little bit behind the times with this one. Yana Beauty says, mascara is the only thing I like to wear alone, but not many do what they say. Yeah, I know. Mascaras are so... you just really have to try so many. But some of them can be so expensive. So trying a lot until you find the one that you like can be quite an expensive endeavor. But yeah, they're so different between the formulas. It's really hard to find a good one. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam eyeshadow palette. And to be honest, when I saw this one, I thought that they had reposted a palette that was already out. I think it's the Neutrals one? The one that they brought out quite recently looks very similar to this. I think Natasha Denona is way, way, way overpriced. I think these little palettes in Australia are $50 or something for a 5-pan eyeshadow palette. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm not going to buy this because these colors don't speak to me at all. They look kind of too gray for my liking, and I don't really enjoy that look on my eyes. And when I do wear those kind of colors, I already have all this in my collection anyway. And I think most of you probably would as well. Chi Chi formula for me isn't worth the price tag. They are at Maya too. Okay, I thought they used to be at Maya, but I couldn't remember whether they're still there. And I 100% agree with you. I think $45 for Chi Chi, it's just too much. $45 for me is that middle kind of luxury brand, and I don't think Chi Chi quite hit that mark yet to get that middle luxury brand status. $45 is almost equal to, I want to say Too Faced, but Too Faced is quite expensive in Australia as well. But I would probably liken those prices to Too Faced, and I just don't think their brand has that status. Not exciting. Yeah, I agree with you, Carolyn. I agree. This is probably not exciting for any of you, but I quite am attracted to these. I'm very attracted to these, I'm not going to lie. So these are the new 6-pan mini eyeshadow palettes from Juvia's Place. These are $13.99 US each, or you can buy the set of 4 for $52 US. I think these are already sold out, but some of these, this one and this one, are so beautiful. Let me see if I can, I'm just going to jump over to Juvia's Place just so I can show you guys the swatches. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is the purple palette. How pretty are those colors? Oh my Lord. That's the berries palette, the nudes, and the browns. So pretty. So pretty. These two, this one particularly, the violets, calling my name. This palette, the purple palettes, they always get me. I probably could pass on the nudes. These two colors here, this one and this one, look very, very similar. Same with this one. This one and this one look very similar as well. But the berries, oh, which one's your favorite one out of these four? I really like the Juvia's Place formula as well. I think that they have a really good formula. And their sales, they are having a 50% off site-wide sale, excluding these palettes. But everything else is like 50% off. And then you can use a influencer code on top of that, which is awesome. The Juvia's Place palettes look really nice, yeah. I do enjoy it. That's gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah. The purple one, yeah. You and I have similar tastes in eyeshadows. Purple always gets me. Purple and blue. What was I going to say? Yeah, as I said, if you ever want to get a really good deal with Juvia's Place, wait till their sales. And then when you go to cart, you can get extra money off. They always mark their sale down on their website. So they mark everything down on the website. You don't have to use a coupon code. So you can always like stack on top of the sale with them, which I really appreciate. I think that's a really good idea. Can we go back? No? Okay. Just do it the hard way. No one will say, I just got home from Sunshine Plaza like Boxing Day sales. Oh, I went to my local shops on, what day was it? Like Thursday? The days are just blurring together at the moment. I think it was Thursday. And yeah, I spent a little bit too much money for my liking. And then we went shopping yesterday just for like random stuff. And we spent too much money again as well. Purple, but I have all those shades already. Yeah, I agree. I probably would as well. I probably 100% have all shades in all of these palettes, but there's just something about them that I really like. Speaking of collections that I really like, this one is super cute. Innisfree and any kind of Asian brands, in my opinion, do the best like packaging. And I think when they do collaborations, in terms of their packaging, they do things really, really well. And this one is the Innisfree and Mickey Mouse. So this is to bring in the Year of the Rat. And I think it's like interchangeable. It's like the Year of the Rat or the Year of the Mouse, whichever you prefer to say. But it is weird how they've got Daffy Duck. It's not the Year of the Duck. It's the Year of the Mouse. This blush palette. This blush palette looks really nice. The packaging on this compact, like they go all out with this kind of stuff. If you have light skin tones, this would not work, but it is marketed towards an Asian market. So like these pale colors is what they normally go for. What are these? I think these must be nail polishes, cushion products. Like they go all out with their stuff. It's so cute. I think, well, Innisfree, they have a store in Melbourne Central, and I think they have an Australian website now, and you can also get them from Yes Style. So yeah, that stuff's really cute. Probably won't buy any of it, but really cute. Ooh. So Urban Decay, I think I may have already spoken about these, but I can't remember for sure. Everything kind of blurs together with the new releases after a while. So this is the new Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte and the All Nighter Face Primer. I'm interested to try this face primer to see what it's like and how it helps longevity. This Ultra Matte one, though, kind of scares me. The all-nighter as it is quite like it's quite intense, and it really makes your makeup last forever. But the ultra matte, I don't know whether that would be really drying on your skin. Depends on what's in it. Like, it may have quite a lot of alcohol in it if it's ultra matte. I'd just be concerned about what kind of ingredients are in this one. This face primer, is it designed for... So it says it's supposed to be almost like a hydrating primer. It's supposed to help reduce fine lines and erase the appearance of pores. So it's a silicone primer, I guess, from the sound of that. So I'm not quite sure about these two. Thinking about my Too Faced Razzle Dazzle palette, need to pull it out and use it. Yeah. Those Juvia's Place palettes, like, they're nothing new to anyone's collection, but they do look very nice. I think I really need to start more thinking about what I already have and comparing it before I actually purchase things, like make sure it's really unique to my collection, and almost, I guess, do kind of like a dupe the palette from what I've got before I try and buy the new thing. Because, oh my gosh. Excuse me. Hey, come here. Come on. Okay. Next is the Hourglass Limited Edition number 8 lip treatment oil in At Night for the Year of the Rat. There's so much Lunar New Year stuff coming out at the moment, isn't there? I've never tried this formula, so I can't really comment on what it's like because I've never tried it. The color looks pretty cool. I don't need it at all, but I'd be interested in the formula. Have any of you tried? Hourglass is so expensive. Hourglass is very expensive, so I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure about this one. $49 US. Oh my Lord. No. Oh, this one's exciting. Not going to buy any of it, but it's exciting. So Kimchi, new products now available. Has Kimchi already released products in their line? I thought that it was quite new. Oh, she's got an eyeshadow palette. Right. I did not know that. Okay. So these are the new, it's not going to let me go back now, is it? Oh, wait. No, we're good. These are the new high key glosses in 17 shades. That's all these. And then we have the wet gloss in 3 shades. I think the wet gloss is, so the wet gloss is a plumping lip gloss. And then we also have the Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray. Which has silky essence from rice. Okay. Would definitely be good quality, but I don't need it. I searched some of the previous lip oils. They feel lovely, but so not worth it. Yeah, Hourglass is so expensive. Looks messy. The Hourglass lipstick with my hair is yeah. It definitely looks like one that if you went outside and it was blowing a gale, you would be everywhere. And not even with hair included, it will probably get everywhere by the looks of it. This one, this Stage Proof mattifying setting spray, I can imagine that this is probably like really, really, really intense. Kimchi is a drag queen. She spends like hours and hours on stage doing her thing. So I would imagine that this is like super duper duper, like everything's going to stay in place and not move, not budge at all. The lip glosses, these swatches look very unappealing. I don't know if you guys agree, but this looks very, very unappealing to me. It really turns me off. Yeah. And then these plumping lip glosses. If any of you have ever been on any of my live streams recently where I've spoken about different plumping lip glosses, I don't like plumping lip glosses. My lips are pretty sensitive, and I don't like that kind of feeling on my lips. And my lips are already big enough as is. I don't need to make them any more of like the focus on my face than they already are. So I don't think I'm going to buy any of this at all. But it's cool. It's cool. I like seeing things like this, especially from someone like a drag queen. Kimchi has a very specific style, and I think it's cool to see like what she's doing with her brand. This is another yawn fest. This is a BH Cosmetics Digital Future palette. I mean, the box looks cool, but the palette looks so boring, so bland. There's not even any decent like deep matte shades in there to like deepen up the look, make it look a bit more smoky. This is so boring. Like BH Cosmetics really have not hit the mark for me this year. The only thing from BH Cosmetics that has interested me is that collaboration that they did with I can't remember who it was. The one that they just recently released, the colorful one. That's the only thing that has been mildly interesting to me from BH Cosmetics this year. Everything else has been a big yawn fest. More Lunar New Year stuff. This is from MAC. The packaging on this is A+. This packaging is beautiful. Very pretty. I've kind of gone a little bit off MAC. I don't remember the last time. Oh, I lie. I buy their MAC Fix Plus all the time, but I feel like that doesn't really count as a MAC product. I haven't really tried anything new from them for a very long time. I'd imagine the last time I got something from them would maybe be a lipstick, like years and years ago. Other than that, MAC doesn't really do it for me anymore. Everyone used to rave about their eyeshadows, but they never really wowed me. And for the price, especially in Australia, the price of MAC in Australia is insane. Like people in America, I think it's like $6 or something for a single eyeshadow from MAC. Here it's like $30, which is ridiculous. I think MAC just recently lowered their price ever so slightly. I think the lipsticks in Australia went from like 36 Australian dollars down to 30. But to me, that's still expensive. Particularly when they're very, like they've kind of lost, in my opinion, that very kind of prestige tag that they used to have. I think they used to have that tag because it was a very like exclusive brand. It was very like artistry based, and it was more makeup artists that owned MAC products. Whereas now, like your everyday consumer, like every Joe Blow has something from MAC. Why do they do this? Oh my Lord. This is the new Becca Cosmetics Lunar New Year highlighter, the Year of the Rat. It's got a little rat imprint on it. This is the color Moonstone. They couldn't even be bothered bringing out a new color. They just took an existing one and pressed a new imprint into it. I hate it when brands do this. It is so lazy, and I just don't think it's fair when they do things like this. It's the laziest cash grab I've ever seen. Oh, I hate it when brands do this. Like they could at least really commit to it and bring out a new color, but it's just Moonstone. Everyone's already got this color. It's like how they repackage Champagne Pop every 2 minutes. Everyone's already got Champagne Pop. Well, most people do. Same with Moonstone. I would say a lot of people that already wanted Moonstone already has it. Ugh, so annoying. So annoying. I try to support cruelty-free brands over brands like MAC. Yeah, that's totally valid. yeah, MAC's very wishy-washy with their cruelty-free status. Like they're not they're not very transparent when it comes to that. And I think I find that more annoying about a brand when they're very wishy-washy about their cruelty-free status. Like you either are or you aren't. Like just own it. You either give a shit or you don't. Like, and you're going to sell more stuff if you make a real effort and you really make it known that you're cruelty-free. There's so many people that are going that way now. They're going cruelty-free, or they are already cruelty-free. So I just wish that brands would be more transparent about things like that. Boo Becca, I thought it looked pretty. That's because Moonstone is my favorite. Yeah. You have good taste. That's why. This is another thing. I mean, this is kind of cool because you can customize it, but once again, it's just products already in the range repackaged. So Makeup Forever have released this fancy cool packaging for the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. I do think it looks really pretty. And if I was going to get a compact, I probably would like it to be this kind of red version over their traditional black. I think it's really pretty, but it's quite lazy. They've just got their large or small palettes in red. They've got a kabuki brush and their powder with the red top. So just lazy, but I like the packaging. At least this you can customize what you want in it, whereas the Becca one, you can't. This you can choose the colors in there. Can you actually? Yeah, you can. It's the refillable palette. So you can choose the colors. You can swap them out. You can buy 4. You can buy 1, what have you. I like it, but it is lazy. It's good, but it's not. Glamlight have sneak peeked a new palette. This is going to be the cake palette. They are really not giving up on the food-themed palettes, are they? I really hope that this isn't the palette. I hope that this is just like a image sneak peeking, like what's in the oven. If this is the palette, yeah. This should be called the baking palette, and then they have a different one that is a cake. I hope that's what they're planning on doing. So I'll be intrigued to see what's inside. I hope it's not just a pink palette. I hope it's got some different colors in there. I hope they do kind of play on the names as well, like call things different cake types and different things like that, which I think they normally do anyway. Like with the taco palette, I think they had like avocado and cheese and queso and all that different stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's happening with this one. It is going to be revealed on the 1st of the 1st. So a couple of days' time. We can talk further about that one next week. Fenty Beauty are coming out with a mascara. This is the full frontal mascara. It's going to be 38 Australian dollars, which is expensive for a mascara, but compared to other mascaras on the market, it's not too bad. Still expensive, but it's not too bad. This is supposed to be the full frontal volume lift and curl mascara, designed to deliver Rihanna's full lash look. Do it all formula, clinically proven to volumize, lengthen, lift, and curl lashes. That's a lot of claims. It's supposed to be lightweight, ultra black, paired with an exclusive flat to fat brush. Holds the maximum product to quickly load and lift lashes. Flat side, wait, is there a different? Flat side defines and curls. Okay, so it looks like it might be almost like a double-sided brush, if I'm reading that correctly. Supposed to be smudge-proof, sweat-proof, tear-proof. Keep lashes fully exposed from root to tip until you're ready to wash it off. independently, clinically tested on 35 women. 16th of January, looks like this one's coming out. It's a mascara. Woo woo. Another new mascara. The packaging's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Except if all this rubs off and goes everywhere, that would be annoying. I don't know. It's a mascara. I think there's another photo of that brush on Trend Mood. I'm just going to jump over to Trend Mood because we have reached the top of the Beauty News page. I can't get another photo of the brush. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the brush actually looks like because they're calling it the flat to fat brush. So I'm not sure if that means like one side is almost flat and the other side's rounded. That must be it there. But that kind of looks the same. I don't know. I don't know what this flat to fat thing is. What do we have on Trend Mood that we didn't have on Beauty News? We've talked about that. This is the new palette from Ofra. This is the Glitch eyeshadow palette. These, yeah, I don't know about these. They look all right, but nothing special. I haven't heard the best things about the Ofra eyeshadow formula. There's new lip gloss as well with, looks like quite chunky glitters in it. And so it's a sheer sparkly pink lavender. Yeah, these eyeshadows, I don't know. At least you can take these out as well, which is kind of cool. But I think these look smaller than most single eyeshadows. So I don't know whether you would get a lot to swap into it. I think you'd struggle finding that something the same size. Yeah, I'm going to give that one a miss too. It looks a bit boring. This is another eyeshadow palette, another rainbow eyeshadow palette. These are from Lick and Lash Beauty. So there's two eyeshadow palettes. We have the pigmented eyeshadow palette, 28 shadows with 24 matte finishes and 4 shimmers. And then there's the Flamingo Beach palette, which has 24 shades, 14 mattes, 8 shimmers, and 2 duochrome finishes. So, yeah. Once again, there looks to be quite a few double ups between the palettes. I know I'm being highly critical here. But do we need this many teals in a palette? Even a navy blue. And this one, so many colors that look quite similar. Even these greens, these blues. A lot of double ups. And this top row here, these 6 here, they look quite similar. It's a lot of wasted opportunity, in my opinion, when you double up that many times with a shadow. Like you could switch so many other colors into here in those double ups to make it like a more all-rounded palette. And £30 and £22 equates to like $60. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. Nope. This is one thing that I thought was quite interesting. Jouer is coming out with a new concealer. This is a click pen. It's triangular shaped packaging and the shape of the actual concealer. So I think it's quite like a solid stick concealer from what I can see here. I'm interested to know whether it clicks back, because if it clicks forward, to me, that sounds like you wouldn't be able to wind it back down, which is quite annoying if you're going to pull out too much product. Like if you click it too many times and a lot comes out and then you can't put the cap on without squashing it. And I don't really like putting things on your face like this. Like I know there's stick foundations and different things like that, but speaking from a person that has oily skin and can get breakouts here and there, I don't like having products like this that you like wipe on your skin. That is harder to clean. Just from the transfer of bacteria, different things like that, I don't enjoy it. I know a lot of people probably would like this product because of the convenience of it, but me personally, like just the fear of transferring bacteria and like making acne worse, or any kind of breakouts, flare-ups worse, I try and avoid products like this. Does it have a price on it? I haven't tried anything from Jouer. They're actually on my list of brands to try in 2020. So I can't really comment on their formulas or anything like that. Felicity doesn't love stick concealers either. Yeah, they often have to be almost like a thicker formula as well to maintain that shape and consistency. So yeah, I don't know. I already have like my tried and true tested concealers. That concealer's not really something that I enjoy experimenting with. I just go with what I've already used and enjoy. How long have we been? Okay. Another brand jumping on the Lunar New Year bandwagon is ColourPop. So I'm not surprised. We have a Super Shock Shadow Duo. These are Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipsticks. Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipstick Trio. And then there's a White Tea Face Milk. Do they have swatches of... The packaging's pretty cool. That's pretty cute. But I don't enjoy the Super Shock shadows. I never use them. I have a fair few of them that I never use. These are actually quite pretty colors. They would look really nice on the lid. But I don't need any more. Not going to buy them. Luxe Velvet Liquid Lips. Do these dry down? I've never tried this formula from ColourPop, this Luxe Liquid Lip. I just remember my horrible experience with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lips. And ever since then, I kind of have been really wary of ColourPop liquid lipstick formula because the original formula of the Ultra Mattes was so drying, and my poor little lips, like, it took days to recover from that. So that's that. We might talk about some indie news. There's a few things, not much indie related. I feel like the Christmas break has been good for everyone because it kind of has died down a little bit in terms of the releases. Everyone has been enjoying their Christmas break and not releasing something every 2 seconds. So I've already spoken about everything else on here. This is the only thing left to talk about. This is the Midas Cosmetics and Smoky Glow collaboration palette. I think there's going to be a palette, a lip gloss set, and then something else, which I'm assuming, putting my powers of my process of elimination together, I think it might be maybe some form of face palette, like a highlighter palette or something like that. So I'm really excited to see what's inside these palettes. She's only sneak peeked them so far. She hasn't actually released what's inside. So I am very interested to see what's inside these palettes. I've never tried Midas Cosmetics before, but I have heard really good things. So I'm intrigued to see what Hannah from Smoky Glow has done with her palette. I'm imagining it might be like soft romantic pinks and like a really kind of almost bridal-esque palette. I'm excited to see what's inside this palette. Just make sure. So many different pages that release that do like beauty news. It's hard to keep up. Release and cosmetics. I don't think they're new. Actually, I think Cleona Cosmetics released, or at least sneak peeked, some new colors. Are these the new colors? No. Okay. I think they've just announced the new colors. They haven't actually sneak peeked them yet. No. Oh, maybe that's one of them. I think I've already spoken about that one. No, they've definitely announced that they're releasing new colors, but they haven't sneak peeked them yet. Yeah, so let me just, there we go. Make you bigger. Okay. I think they're Super Shock. Oh, okay. You think they're highlighters. I prefer that formula to the Super Shock eyes. Yeah, I still have so many in my collection that I never use. So I just avoid buying more because they go in my drawer and I forget about them. So I just don't. I think that's probably it for today. I can't find any more new beauty releases unless there's anything that you all know about that I don't that you want to talk about. I think that's probably it, maybe. I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to say. I'm sure there was something else, but I can't remember. Oh, how was all your Christmases? That's what I was going to say. How was Christmas? I had a really, really lovely day spent with my family. My mum and dad came over and one of my brothers, and we had some of Jack's family come over as well. So it was really nice, really quiet at home, and it was at our home, so we didn't have to do any traveling or any driving. And mum knocked it out of the ballpark, and she did full roast lunches for us. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. And then we played board games and card games. It was super fun. And then for New Year's, I don't have any plans for New Year's because I have to work New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so I have to control myself. Not that we really go all out anyway. We usually kind of struggle to make it to midnight. My old age is getting to me. We usually struggle to make it to midnight, and because I have to work. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, can you please stop? Hey, come here. Come on. Come here. Okay, I'm going to go because the dogs keep barking and they obviously want to be center of attention. They don't like talking about beauty news. They want attention. So yeah, I'm going to go. I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's. There's only 2. Am I counting this right? Yes. There's only 2 more episodes of 31 Days of Makeup. I really, really appreciate all your support throughout the month. It has been a struggle. It has been a super struggle. Felicity says Christmas was good. Dad is selling the family home, so helped him declutter and pack, which was a bit sad. Oh, that's sad. My parents are in the process of moving as well, so they are giving everything back to me and trying to sell furniture and trying to declutter as well. Crazy, stupid, busy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, chilled Boxing Day. I slept as I had to do a lot of driving. I'm sorry, Carolyn. Yes, bring on 2020. I'm very excited to see what happens in 2020, where everything goes in 2020. I'm feeling good vibes. This year wasn't, I'm not going to say it was shit, but it wasn't the best. So I'm hoping that 2020 brings a lot. And just the whole ring of it, 2020, it just sounds like it's going to be an awesome time. That's for sure. Anyway, I was going to say, and by the way, check your emails. Check your emails because I am currently sending out emails for giveaway winners. So make sure you check your emails in case you are a winner. If you don't get back to me, I'm going to have to redraw. So make sure everyone checks their emails because I don't want any of you to be disappointed. So that's it. I'm going to jump off. I have some washing to do. I'm trying to avoid washing and housework. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. Thank you for hanging out with me for the last live stream of 2019, and I will see you in the next live stream, which will be in 2020. Did I just say the last live stream of 2020? The last live stream in 2019. And I'll see you next week for the first live stream of 2020. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, I forgot to say, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. And broadcast.